I have just, it's like, to me too, it's like a chemistry thing, right?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
I can chat with anyone all day. I'm a
Yep.
conversationalist.
Mm.
Everyone here I think is, but that doesn't tell me anything about our chemistry when
Right.
we meet. And I've never done like let's meet up for like a date. I'm like, what if you kill me? Like, what if this is like a Ted Bundy situation? I don't
Right.
know. So, and that's a whole other layer to it, right? It's like,
For women, for
how
sure.
do you
Yeah. It's
cultivate that? And I know so many people too that they believe in the coffee date, and like,
Ugh.
from the minute I heard of the coffee date, I was like, that is a scam. That is such a scam.
Wait. Let me ask you.
Yeah.
Why do you feel that way?
So, because if you are on dating apps with the intention of cultivating a meaningful relationship, you owe someone more than 30 minutes of your time.
Oh, wait. So what? So let me clarify. I'm always big on defining things. So, because I've done those before, but I don't have that necessarily that time limit. Because when you said coffee, like to me, like there seemed to be an impression of, okay, so that's not something you should do. Is it because of the time thing, the reason why you responded that way?
The way that the coffee date was explained to me
Okay.
and practiced
Okay.
by the men and the women I know is that you meet up for like an hour max. You don't meet up with
Okay.
it's not like an open-ended thing, like a dinner date might
So
be,
that's-
you know?
Okay.
Like where you'll go somewhere and you might walk around and talk and whatever. No, coffee dates are like you meet up, you have the coffee, you see if you have chemistry, you see if you can tolerate them for more than like 10 to 15 minutes, and then you dip.
I mean, okay. Let me try to dissect that. Because there's like aspects I could see that I agree with, but there's other parts I don't. I get I think part of this, I'm trying not to get too deep into it, but I think part of this is like, you're talking about the analyzing stuff, right?
Yeah.
I think sometimes we're thinking so much about efficiency.
It is all about
It's like,
efficiency.
well,
and dating is not
30
efficient.
minutes,
Agreed.
right? Thank you.
Dating is inefficient.
Actually, you're taking my ideas.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, but that's what I was gonna say. To me, like, yeah, it can't go that fast. So I was gonna say, I get the idea of saying like maybe I'll block out an hour to an hour and a half, because I think that's a reasonable amount of time to get at least initial feeling of like, do you think you have some level of connection with this person? But I'm very free flowing, if you can't tell. So like, I would let that conversation go as long as it goes. If we talk for 5 hours, that is great indication to me that we have chemistry.
Right.
Because otherwise, I could talk that long, but that's not. I wouldn't do that purely just to try to, because I'm trying to analyze whether this could work or not.
Right.
So I'm gonna like let the conversation naturally flow and see if I didn't even check my watch and I'm just like, wow, we've been talking for 6 hours. That's great indication to me that
Right.
we're doing well. But if somebody reduced it to saying like you can only do 30 minutes at a time, I think it's a terrible idea.
Oh, I had a friend who like did that like 6-7 times a week.
Yeah, I couldn't do
I feel like that's probably not the best use of your time. Like I would reduce the number, probably say 3, maybe 4 max, because you need enough time. You actually need to allocate enough time to be able to properly see how that might unfold.
I think it's also just being respectful of your own time too.
True.
I think it's also like it's not gonna serve me going out for 30 minutes with someone. Because
Sure.
I am not that kind of person in my personal life anyway, that I would never, even with like a acquaintance I mean at work, like I'm fine hanging out with you for more than 30 minutes. So
Agreed.
I wouldn't do that with a potential partner. And if it's someone I don't know, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I don't do that whole like, oh my God, based on how my first impression. Like, I'm not like that. I think people can really surprise you.
Yeah.
And I love that you said that. That to me was my whole point about, and again, let me take a step back. I'm not against online dating, but I think, again, it's like two-dimensional. Like there's another aspect that you're missing is what you just said. So how do I get to feel out your personality and your character? And there may be an opportunity for you to surprise me, like you were even saying. But I'm not going to get all that from just what I read. Even the most manicured bio is still not going to be able to properly inform a person. I'm not saying it's not a good first step, but it's not going to be able to properly inform you of what I'm about, of what my personality is like. You actually have to look at me and we have to talk like we're talking right now. And you see like, I like the way he talks. I like the topics that he can speak about. He seems like he has a good rhythm and a good flow. I want to see where this goes.